Welcome to NewYorkTrue.com. Last night, the New York League of Conservation Voters and Cooper Union hosted a mayoral candidate forum with nine candidates. 5 Democrats, 3 Republicans, and 1 possibly Republican/Independence Party candidate participated. That number could easily increase by 1 or 2 in future debates. Having so many candidates together for a short time begs the question of whether it makes sense to have so many candidates together, and whether the number of forums and debates, which number in the dozens so far, is good for voters and the electoral process, or whether it's a waste of time and energy both for voters and for candidates. We spoke briefly with Brian Lehrer, the noted radio host and moderator of Mayoral forums. This was Brian's 3rd forum of the 2013 election cycle. He gave a thorough description of why candidates agree to so many forums.
Well, it's a good question. I think that the candidates are choosing to do so many of these forums because they meet interested groups of voters who are likely to turn out. Most of the forums are sponsored by interest groups of one form or another who have a stake in a particular issue. And I guess the candidates in a big city and with limited resources, at least most of them have limited resources, feel that that's an efficient way to meet a lot of voters and address their views to a lot of voters who are likely to vote and likely to organize others to vote.
Republican Joe Lhota has been the most outspoken candidate on the question of mixed party debates, declaring in early April that he would no longer participate in, quote, multi-question, multi-issue, close quote, debates with Democratic candidates. Lhota nonetheless faces the reality, like all of the candidates, that he needs exposure to voters, and therefore he participates in at least some cross-party forums.
I've done it with the Daily News, and I've done it on some that are very specific topics. This is one. I've always worked with the League of Conservation Voters. This one is a very, very important topic. Environment and sustainability and actions like this are going to be critical for the next mayor.
He continues to prefer a different format, however.
Focus on the Democrats debating the Democrats and the Republicans debating the Republicans, and then talking about what the debates will be like as we go down when the final candidates are there, including if we have an independent candidate or any other third-party candidate.